Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All for the Nintendo DS. I'm SamuraiT-X and I'm Solid Snake. Snake, are you still affected by Benjamin?
Yeah, sorry.
Guess Snake's gonna go out for a timeout for a while just for him to calm down because Benjamin's totally changed him. Poor guy. So in the last video, we spoke with Regina, who was just sending off this cute vibe to us, and she told us about her the ringmaster, aka her father, and we went in her room, and not in her room, but we went in the ringmaster's room and investigated it. We found Max's salary sheets, which was discussed over a week ago, and Maya took a poster, and then we spoke with this ventriloquist called Ben. So now we're gonna move, and I believe, remember when we went in Mo's room and it was empty? So I think we should go in Mo's room to see if he's there now. Hello, Detective Gumshoe. December 28th, Lodging Hall, first floor, Mo's room. Hello, Kablamo!
Congratulations, you're a big winner! The 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me!
Earplugs. Must find earplugs.
To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape, just one? Did you get my joke right there?
I like to think I did, but it wasn't funny.
I welched on giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Lansing. Catch my drift?
Yes. Why are you laughing at your own jokes? Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking.
You sure have a great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. You sure have a great garb. Oh!
I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't. I can. You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this stooge keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it, but you have to admit he is kind of funny. Actually, no, he's not. Oh, no. I do not have to admit that because he isn't. Could you please tell us more about the very big circus?
It's a very big story. You sure got that kind of time?
Yes. And he just hit, and the hits just keep on coming.
This circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of Ringmaster Russell Berry.
20 years? Wow.
Working in that circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there is just too much competition.
But I love the circus.
I love it too. That is why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends the clowns in on us.
Nick, he just made a joke. Laugh. Ha 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 ha.
The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world, a real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me, because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees.
I see.
How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man?
What happened? Mo?
Wiggly, 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 what?
Ugh. I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor.
Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way?
Let's talk about the murder.
Ah, let's see. It must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it.
Caught a peek?
Most of the crime.
So this is what Detective Gumshoe was talking about. Mo was the eyewitness to the crime.
The ringmaster was truly ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show.
New elements?
When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts to get a bit stale.
That's kind of true, actually.
I realize that even my act can get a bit long on the tooth. Sometimes my joke can be a bit old-fashioned.
A bit long in the tooth?
But that make-believer takes things too far.
Make-believer?
That magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean by one of those? Well, the joke's on him now.
On him?
Yep, he's got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder.
Go ahead.
Nope, no way, just forget I said anything.
I bet he's still hiding something about Max. What you witnessed. You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw?
Well, look, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word. I'm gonna have to just keep these lips stay zipped.
That's not fair.
I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details, but only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make it funny.
Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it.
What's the matter?
Just getting ready. Okay. Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I write all the time? Wah, 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 wah. That was pretty crap. That was pretty crap. That was awful, Phoenix. Awful, awful, awful. Much worse than the clowns. And that's very low when you're not as funny as the clown. Poor Maya, even she knows the joke is terrible.
My God, did I just hear that right?
Yes, you did. It was a terrible joke, Snake. A very terrible one. Look, even Mo's not amused. At least his expectations are low. Now we're just getting burned, aren't we?
I wouldn't let him quit his day job.
Sheesh. Cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over there. No, it wasn't.
It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw.
I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo.
That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but that just proves how terrible that man actually is.
He knows more about Max than he is letting on. Right, let's present the picture of Max. Hopefully he tells me more about Max.
Huh! If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too.
Mo!
Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being.
Why do you hate him so much?
Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could.
Ben? Ventriloquist with the speech impediment?
You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves.
Cafeteria?
Let's just say there's got to be something interesting there. Ah, yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around.
Ah, thank you. This is an atlas.
Oh, I killed myself, really. I'm dying here. Coronary! A coronary!
Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Thanks for the map, by the way, Mo. Or Atlas. It doesn't really matter. Hello, Gumshoe. Looks rather absent-minded there, to be honest. Right. Oh god, this music just reminds me of that creepy doctor. Or the perverted one. Ah, cuteness. Well, sorry, Regina. We're going to the cafeteria to find something out.
December 28th, Big Top Cafeteria.
Ew, this place is gross. This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me. What was it Mo said? He said yesterday morning that Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also said there's gotta be something interesting there. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. Huh. What piques my interest first is probably the glass on the floor, to be honest with you. What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Ah, watch out, Nick! Broken glass on the floor is dangerous. A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor? Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting there. Huh? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? Yes, we're going to meet Max. So, let's move on and let's go meet Max. Because I think we got enough evidence to crack his Cyclops, so... Seems Mo gave us a big source, so let's go to the detention center.
December 28th, Detention Center. Visitors room.
Oh, it's my two sweeties! Welcome to the detention center! Did he just call me sweetie again? What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso! I mean fabulous! That's why we came to meet you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face! Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous! Alright, we're gonna have to talk to you. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How were those Jurassic geriatrics? Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes. Sweetie. That's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. Yes, we know how to spell jealousy, Max. They are absolutely jealous of my fabulous... Oh wait. They are absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious difference between us. People who really understand? For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess. Wow, that's so cool. It's already in the works. That's strange. Regina never said anything about marrying this joker. You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder? Yes! I was with him around 10 PM, once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needs to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's all right. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. And then? I waited for him. But he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Right, let's crack your psych log, because I think we've got enough evidence for you. We got the glass, and we got the reason, probably why you were meeting with Russell, so let's go! Oh, and in this game, normally in the first game you could only make 5 errors in the trial, but in this game you can actually make more than 5, but I don't plan on making any errors. Last night, you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such? Exactly! We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Had to add that in there. What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary? I hate lies, and I hate liars even more! What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Yes, the ringmaster's papers. Because you got a raise 1 week ago, so yeah. Let's present it. That's... It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This was dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous! Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you would like to perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you to the room last night? I'm going to present the broken bottle because of the incident, so let's present that first. I would have presented Ben, but I guess we have to present the broken bottle because that was the incident. We can present Ben next because he hit Ben with this bottle because it's a broken glass. Isn't this why you were called into the ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke onto the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max? What is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to hit Ben on the head. But Ben? You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? Yeah. And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician! Okay, we cracked his psych lock. Finally. We're getting places with this guy. Finally. Meeting with Russell. The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben, the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her that he was in love with her? Are you sure this is the Ben we are talking about? All I can say to that is he made me mad and I had to tap him hard in the head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? That's when I went to his room and laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The ringmaster told me that sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? Why didn't you just kill him then? If you wanted to shut him up, then I suppose you could have just murdered him, but then we couldn't defend you otherwise. Alright, let's press on this option before we call it a video. What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Unless Ben and Trilo are together, Trilo can't say a word. Trilo? The puppet. The ventriloquist's puppet. His real name is Triloquist. Ah, I see what you did there, game. I see what you did there, game. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at a bouncer, I'd be screwed. You hid him? You mean the ventriloquist's puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I hid Trilo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going to get Trilo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem, not at all. Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets. Okay, we're gonna go get the puppet and then probably call it a video. But yeah, I think we should continue the investigation because I think we're near the end, so... December 28th, Big Berry Circus entrance. Huh? Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out, he's probably in the tent. Right, let's go in the ringmaster's room first. So, Big Top. December 28th, Big Berry Circus, Big Top. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we are making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on that scene. There's still got to be a lot of mystery to be solved. Of course. And our Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. Let's go to the ringmaster's room. So he said Trilo's in here. Triloquist. December 28th, Big Top, ringmaster's room. It looks the same as always. A great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if a poster was missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of the posters. You mean stole one of those posters? Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said he hid Trilo somewhere in this room. Trilo? Oh, the ventriloquist's puppet. Okay, let's just keep searching for him. I'm gonna search on the table first. This is strange. Everything looks nice, but this desk, it looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. Just a picture of Regina and her father. It's just a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. Okay. This is where the ring... Okay, no. What about in the pocket? You may not know this, but they call this a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. Hmm? What? A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Huh? Where? Where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Where is this ventriloquist? Is he in here? Nick, look at these... Oh, he's not in here. Hmm? There's something shoved in under the bookshelf. Oh! This is... That's Trilo! That's Ben's puppet! I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Okay, we're gonna... Why do I have to carry this thing? Haha, because you were so enthusiastic. Anyway, this is where I'm going to end the investigation. We found a ventriloquist, so we're going to give it to Ben in the next video. So when we come back, folks, we'll play more Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Until then, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, everybody.